Goeiedag, good day, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world.
I've been looking around for salvation. I've been looking around for the truth. All around me I see frustration, and I looked all over till I found you. I sit and listen to your stories, and you're telling me, please don't worry. Not in this world you should know, and love in life is where you should go. If you're looking for somewhere to go, if you're looking for someone to know, if you're looking for someone to guide you, the loving light will guide you. I know that life outside is so hard. There's a lot of things that can tear you apart. I know the road sometimes feel lonely, but remember you're not the one and only. There's always someone there to help you, a helping hand to pull you through. There's only one thing you should do. Take my hand and join the Love and Laugh crew. If you're looking for somewhere to go, if you're looking for someone to know, if you're looking for someone to guide you, then the love and light guide you. Oh yeah.
Good day, fellow Australians. I don't need to say goeiedag, do I? I'm in Australia. All the South Africans are fast asleep. It's about 3:45 in the morning. Wow, what a change. Now, what are we covering here? Well, let me tell you. I've just been in text messages with Teresa van Lieshout, who's on the scene in Melbourne. And just for a bit of background, Teresa van Lieshout, who's been on the Loving Life live stream a couple of times discussing vaccines, is covering a protest for us live in Melbourne starting a little bit late. Apparently it's crawling with cops. Now, she said that a lot of people who are going to attend the live stream have been intimidated. I'm only just passing on to you what she says. But while we wait, I just want to show you a bit of video footage that might be an eye-opener for some. If you never believed in the conspiracy of a new world order, well, let me show you what the last president of the US, Barack Obama, thinks. Oh, that's sweet. We've got some South Africans with us. Hi, guys. Just as well I used my Afrikaans words as well. Now, let me just cross to this video so you can see what Obama thinks of the general. This is the ex-president of the USA. Here we go. Out of the mouth of babes. Let's hear it.
And for the international order that we have worked for generations to build. Ordinary men and women are too small-minded to govern their own affairs. That order and progress can only come when individuals surrender their rights to an all-powerful sovereign.
I hope you heard what he said. That kind of sums up the New World Order. They want to enslave all of us. Now, I'm going to see, I've got another 3 more minutes before I can cross to Teresa. So, if there are any questions anybody has for me, please just fire them away in the side chat and we'll try and answer them. But this particular protest is taking place live in Melbourne, Australia, is to push for Australia to break away from this New World Order and from vaccines and all that sort of stuff. I'm going to see if I can get you some video footage up. Give me a second, guys, because this might give you an idea of what Teresa is worried about. This is quite extraordinary for something that's happening in Australia. Okay, let me get this up.
My son's with me. I am not under arrest. Why?
Okay, what we're going to look at is a video of an Australian lady being arrested by the police. This happened in the last 24 hours, and she's got a young son with her, and just watch how this son is freaking out while the police are trying to apprehend her. It's quite extraordinary. Here we go.
My son's with me. I am not under arrest. Why is she under
arrest?
You need to get your
Why is she under arrest? Why don't you grab Victor? Can you grab Victor, please? Immediately. Why is she under arrest?
Come on.
Why is she under arrest? Why is she under arrest? Tell me why. Why is she under arrest? Why is she under arrest?
Remember, this is Australia, not South Africa.
Prove it. Prove why she's under arrest. Stop. Prove why she's under arrest. Where is the order? You are not going to order. Victor!
Okay, I think you get the idea of what's going on there. It's quite shocking. What I'm going to do now is see if we can get Teresa online. Okay, so we are close to the time she suggested, so I'm going to see if I can contact her now. Hi, Teresa.
Hi Scott, how you going?
Excellent, excellent, thank you.
Yeah, we're at site in Melbourne.
Right.
It's the 10th of May Sunday, nearly 12 o'clock. And as you can see, the police are everywhere, destroying the public rights. It's the death of freedom in Australia. You can't even meet in public to exercise your freedom and rights.
Where are the cops? I don't see any.
You can see they're there.
Oh, yeah, I see them now. Yeah.
And also where the people are speaking across, we're going to start across here for safety reasons. And basically, they've got vans going around the area as well. So they pick up social media if anyone tries to organise an event. Exercise freedom of speech and freedom of assembly and a freedom of association. And the politicians just using the police exactly like the Nazis did.
So whereabouts exactly are we now, Teresa? Just tell us exactly the street address in Melbourne.
It's the Parliament House in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia. The corner of Burke Street and Spring Street. Now we know from the documentary evidence, Scott, that the politicians are lying. And they created the coronavirus, as we spoke about in the last interview, from the 1970s. The documentation shows evidence from the 1970s.
Right.
And their patents, the coronavirus patents in the US, Europe and China date from as early as 1984. So they're involved in creating the canine coronavirus, the universal coronavirus vaccine, the SARS coronavirus. It's not called SARS, it's called SARS coronavirus. That's what it's called. That's what they claim. Where we looked at the patents for that.
Now, do you think that the police presence has had an impact on the turnout here at the protest?
Absolutely. It's because of the police fear that they're instilling into Australians across the country. You try and exercise freedom of assembly and freedom of association. They get the police around and people are in fear of exercising their freedoms and their rights.
Right.
So this has been going on for actually quite a long time throughout the world, not just because of this, but they are definitely using it as an excuse to stop people getting together in a group and expressing their rights and freedoms. The same reasons why they banned people from going to church in Australia as well, try to destroy the Christian community, people coming together to pray and have communion.
But you'd never think it would happen in Australia.
Well, look what they did to the Aboriginal people, the politicians. They killed the Aboriginal people.
Yeah.
They killed with the needle, with the forced government drugging, psychiatric drugging. Hundreds of thousands of people they've killed. I've got a report, actually, with me today that proves that thousands of people have died because of the government injections. They kill with the needle more than the gun. That's what the governments do throughout the world, the politicians.
Can the police move people to the police?
They make what?
Just move over to talk to the police.
So the cameras are over there. Can you see that?
Yes, I do. Yeah. Now, just to be clear, Teresa, are you suggesting this is actually the New World Order, the deep state that are actually behind this?
Absolutely. The politicians and the globalists are promoting the New World Order, globalisation, New World Order, and their use of the police and the military to destroy the public is absolutely shocking. They've effectively arbitrarily imprison you in your own home, and then when you come out in public to exercise your rights and freedoms, they just use the police to destroy you.
Yeah.
And that has been going on for quite a number of years, actually, and we need to get rid of those politicians. We need to get rid of the senior police as well in this country. But they have to be jailed. They have to be jailed and removed because they are not going to stop destroying us. And we're going to go across now with these people.
Yeah, fantastic. Let's go near where the police are and see what's going on over there.
Go to the Treasury building. That's where our rights from the border. Human rights, equality. On the building. Yeah,
we're going to stand over here.
Okay.
I'm going to stand over here, just at the back here, because it's, just come around.
Oh, there are quite a few police around, aren't there?
Police are everywhere, yeah. Unfortunately, it's the way the politicians are using the police. And let's go up the top here. I've got my cameraman with me.
Yeah.
Go up the top. Go up the top here. We may be able to get a better view.
Right.
Just go up like that. Scan a little bit. Actually, I'll just get my cameraman just to scan the area a little bit. So
Yeah, can you scan around 360?
Right.
Now that's Parliament House, is it?
That's Parliament House, yes.
Right. Okay.
Go up, push the camera up like that, up.
Wow, look at all those police. What are they doing? What are they going up for?
Pardon?
What are they going up the stairs for? I see the police going up towards the top. Can we cam to that?
Oh, we're going to come over a little bit. It's not a big gathering, but there's probably more police here. So we're going to go over here. So I'm pretty confident that, we've got to chop the police into...
Well, guys, here we are at the protest. Look at the number of police here. It's just ridiculous.
We've got some signs. Hang on a minute. Just go on to here.
The police have no authority to instigate any action against the people lawfully assembling here.
Can we go closer to the speaker?
Go a bit closer to the speaker.
What are we going to put above the camera?
The media are complicit in the treason and the concealment of it. I have been busy before over the last 15 years. I've seen magistrates, I see Justice Marilyn Warren, Lieutenant Governor being charged, and the courts
There's a lot of people here with cameras and all this sort of thing.
magistrates and judges. I arrested magistrates
Got a lot of signs as well.
January.
Wow.
Himself to the court. The media won't report on that.
The fake news.
Sorry?
On the front page
It's the
of the
corporate media fake news.
Now,
Just
now,
think that...
you're going to be talking shortly, aren't you?
Pardon?
You're going to be talking to the crowd shortly.
Not sure, depends on how safe it is, but we'll just see.
Okay.
We're operating unlawfully. Here's the evidence of that. Front page of the Sentinel Times. All police
We're gonna get
take
the signs
notice.
at the
We
end.
are on
At the
your
end we'll
side.
get the
You join up. Because we're standing for your family. You have children. You have wives. They don't want to be subject to this anarchy.
I reckon now there's about...
Look it up! Australia
There's
is
over 100 people that have gathered here today in the 10th of May at Melbourne Parliament House.
Right.
And there's more and more people showing up. There's probably about 200 nearly here now.
200 policemen.
No, 200 people.
200 people. How many police would you say there are approximately?
So there's more people showing up every minute.
And the removal of our basic human rights. Firstly, I would like to
Hopefully I'll
honour
get to
and
speak, we'll see.
respect the traditional owners of the land, present, past, and all religions and faiths gathered peacefully here today. We are experiencing some of the darkest days the world has seen. In order to bring some good energy, we have said the Lord's Prayer this day. Our Constitution is based on the Bible. We need the police
Can this woman in front of you move to the side?
honour what she swore to, the oath you swore to.
We need the
stand
police to help the public and to
in your
arrest the
moral
public.
Yeah.
and your ethical
This woman in the
obligation.
black's in the way.
That is to uphold the supreme law of the land and the people, not unlawful arbitrary legislation that is invalid. You are upholding arbitrary legislation that is
So
invalid.
hopefully
Be aware. I ask everyone to look at police officers who took an oath to uphold the law.
There's a lot of signs here. We'll get those signs
Yeah.
in the
I want each and every one of you
Sure.
to make none of those constables today.
Look at the
And
speaker
I was
here.
going to ask for everyone
Actually, just come down.
to thank each and every one of you for protecting us. Now I want you to look at all these.
Can you
police
move your
officers
position slightly, Teresa? That woman in the black's in the way. The one who's just stood in front of you. That one.
has been posted on them often against their will,
There you go. You got
orders
that?
and directives to us impose.
That's better, yeah.
fines.
Just explain to them we're live on the internet.
Yeah, we're live. Here we go.
Now they will say they
If she
are
wants
just
fame, she's got it.
which is exactly what the
If she wants fame, she's got it. Now there's a finger in front of the camera.
Well, there's probably a lot of people that are
This
not
was
live
not
here.
Yeah, but there's a finger in front of the camera.
given life imprisonment.
What What's that?
A finger. Someone's finger in front of the camera. I think it's your cameraman. There you are, that's better.
To protect you officers as well
For the thing?
from the criminals that you are working for. You
Oh
and
my
your
gosh.
children.
You know, she's just giving us a hard time here, isn't she?
We
Can
are
the cameraman move to a different position? Because now she's right in the way.
We
Because I can't see.
today is for your protection,
You can't
people.
see the screen.
We are here to educate and to support you by providing important information. Information that is not being broadcast. Turn your
There's another
TVs
speaker
off.
over there.
Turn your TVs off. Okay. The media is complicit. They
That's
are
better.
doing 24/7.
Got real media, that's the people's media.
fear-mongering
Yeah, no, that's much better.
Media are doing the violent will of the government.
Yeah.
It appears as though the truth is being suppressed, taken down from social media sites, etc. We have some amazing people here today who have volunteered to speak.
I think we've got
on
close to
crucial
300
topics
people now.
I think it'll build.
It's building every minute.
Good.
They are not mandatory. There are charters, treaties and laws that have been instilled in our law to protect us from experimentation. Your consent is the only thing that is mandatory. Keep that in mind, people. Your consent is mandatory. If you are quiet, it becomes tacit agreement. So you must speak up. They will take your silence as being in agreement. Now, we've got information here today. The UT Research website is all here on the board. Now, there's also a notepad I've put out for anyone who would like further information.
Oh my god, because I'm actually
Now, I'm going to say,
the
our
debate
Commonwealth
so
Constitution 1900 UK
I'll find one of
needs
those.
no explanation. We, the people, humbly rely on our Constitution. Now, I'll start that line again. Our Commonwealth Constitution 1900 UK needs no explanation. We, the people, humbly rely on the blessings of Almighty God and have agreed to unite in one indissoluble federal Commonwealth under the Crown of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland, and under the Constitution hereby established, God-given rights and freedom and the pursuit of happiness. Government has been elected by the people to uphold and secure our God-given rights. When the government becomes destructive to these rights, when they go above and beyond and try to take away our freedom, it is the obligation of the people to lawfully rebel. As our law involves the Magna Carta. So, lawful rebellion is as per Article 61 of the Magna Carta, to abolish that government to protect ourselves from tyranny. We, the people, sit at the top. We are the power of this country. The Constitution sits people. The Constitution sits below us, and the government sits below our Constitution.
And we can remove him!
We can. So, the government must adhere to the will of the people. Now we have a situation which is called ultra vires. This means that the people in government have gone well beyond the power we, the people, have given them. Now, we've got a lot. Great guy Thanos is here somewhere today. One voice can start a religion. Where are you, Thanos? Now I'm going to take something from Thanos' page. This is a message to the Australian government. I, Jacqueline Dundee Mueller, formally put the de facto Australian and state governments on notice due to the negligent, criminal and treasonous actions towards the Australian people. Along with Wake Up Australia, along with a consistent, deliberate violation and attack of our Constitution and our God-given human rights. Effectively, immediately, I rescind and obliterate my vote to all parties within the Australian government, both state and federal. From this moment till indefinitely, we are the 99% and the power must be returned to the people.
Freedom! When do we want it?
Now! Hold on. Now, we demand answers from our government, and we need answers to these questions. Is the Australian government a corporation?
Yeah!
Are our parliament working for the people?
No! We're not no parliament!
Do they represent us, or do they represent foreign interests, stakeholders and shareholders? Are the media telling the truth?
No!
Or are they complicit as they read propaganda scripts misleading the public, causing terror and causing fear?
Tell the truth!
Is this lockdown justified?
No!
Is the Royal Commission demanded into this pandemic now?
Yeah!
We have had a nation, hold on a minute. We have had a nation in lockdown for 2 months with a tragic death of 95 people.
Wow.
An average number of deaths by flu alone in a flu season is 4,000.
Yeah.
Now, do we lock down a nation each year for flu season?
No.
Not. Can the chief health officer's belief be relied on as factual evidence?
No.
So where is the evidence that all ingredients in a combination in vaccine administered and that they've been tested together? Where is the evidence they are safe?
No.
Can any health professional provide proof that vaccines are safe?
No.
Now we've got another extremely critical issue. 5G. Where is the proof that it's safe? Independent surveys of 24 to 60 gigahertz. At 60 gigahertz, it becomes a weapon of certain death. We would like to know, government, as well, where are the millions and billions of dollars from the bushfire donation? Where have they gone? Do our politicians own water rights?
No.
But yes, they do. They can steal it. So how many farmers have lost their livelihoods and committed suicide because the government has breached Section 100 of our Constitution in not allowing our people or farmers what is rightfully theirs? Yet we have foreign interests that own 25 to 30 dams, the dams built by our taxpayers' money. This country has turned to absolute crap. And over the last 50 years, they have slowly brought this country down. We, the people, want answers. We have no confidence in you anymore. Stand down, government. Stand down. Yeah, we have techniques used here to create a current situation. The government have created a problem, which can be simply a perception, not real. For example, a fake pandemic. Employ the media, put the people in fear, and then offer solutions to a problem they manifested in the first place. We are being herded like sheep to believe that we all need to download tracking apps. My God, and to be vaccinated in order for life to return to normal. There is no other reason for this other than control. They are trying to control us. We must bring the people back. It is tyranny at its finest. I cannot recommend highly enough to everyone the importance of watching the ITNJ. There are 4 hearings on the weaponisation of the biosphere. The tribunal consists of people whose credentials are renowned worldwide. All of their information is being suppressed. All of these videos are being taken down from social media, from YouTube, from Facebook. Some of the doctors, Dr. Rashid Buttar, Dr. Sandra Rose Michael, Dr. Shiva, Dr. John Martin is an expert he's an Australian.
He's an expert in stealth-adapted viruses. His research has proven vaccines are reversing evolution. And what is they are putting into them is being instilled into our DNA and stored in our genome, which we are then passing on to our children and our children's children. They are evil. And I will repeat, vaccines are not mandatory. Your consent is mandatory. All right? Yes. Everyone's consent is mandatory. Yeah, we've got all kinds of things going on behind the scenes. We've got some wonderful speakers here today as well. We all know something is wrong. We need to start researching, stop fear and be aware. Seek out the truth. And I reiterate, turn your TVs off. Turn them off. Now, the government is actually liable. The government is a corporation. So the government is liable and must be accountable for the tragic losses they have caused us under this pantomime known as COVID-19. Losses they have caused have resulted in suicide. Everybody here is entitled to sue the government. Yeah. So their insurance company is ComInsure, if people would like to know. The saddest and most heartbreaking thing for me that has occurred, and from thousands, that has occurred during this ridiculous, unjustified lockdown has been the thousands of children and elderly who are ill in Australia that have spent the last 2 months of their lives alone and frightened, feeling abandoned. They can't see their siblings. They can't see their families because the government has terrorised us. They terrorised us and instilled fear. So we have children and the elderly and the ill who have died alone, and they have died in fear. Members of their families denied the opportunity also to pay their last respects at funeral homes. Funeral homes were threatened with $10,000 fines. My father-in-law passed away on the 26th of April. He was a very sick man and had many underlying issues, in particular respiratory. He was locked in a COVID-19 ward in Box Hill. No one could see him. The day he was released, he died. I did not have the opportunity to say what I needed to my father-in-law. God bless you, Max Mueller. You were an amazing man and would have had thousands showing their respect. The government has blood on their hands. So, now, the emotional trauma that this has caused on people denying us our basic rights will result in thousands of living in grief. Arrest Bill Gates! He's a goddamn criminal! A criminal! Depopulation! Depopulation!
They're singing Arrest Bill Gates.
Thanks, Jackie, for that wonderful introduction.
I want to just reiterate, this is for the police and their lawful obligation, not legal, lawful. You have to understand, when the oath of allegiance was removed in the courts on the 5th of September 2000, Rob Hulls, the Attorney General, who was charged by private prosecution, he misled the Parliament, and therefore the oath of allegiance was taken out of the courts. I got all the factual evidence as documented, has been presented to every court nearly in this state, and also in other states, similar things. Western Australia pretty much succeeded from the Commonwealth in the 1st of January 2004 when they substituted the Queen for the word state and the governor. Now that is blatant treason, and there's an attempt to form a republic in Australia, and especially to separate Western Australia from the Commonwealth. And the man that said in 1990, when the UN gives us a mandate to become a republic, we can take over all private property and everything else. He's currently the governor of Western Australia. Now in Victoria, Daniel Andrews was chief of staff to Rob Hulls in in the year 2000. He has been charged. He has been charged pending criminal charges of treason and complicity in what Rob Hulls did, which renders the courts and every decision and judgment since the year 2000 invalid. That means that the Lawyer Rex saga is a sandpit fight. When you realise the police, who are under oath to serve Her Majesty the Queen, are filling the courts where they remove the Queen, they're complicit in the concealment and they can be found vicarious liability. This is the situation now. All police must adhere because you're not out of harm's way as long as the Nuremberg Code stands. And that's a precedent after the war. As a result of Luke Nicholson's declaration in early April, he made an offer for the all chiefs of the army to come on board by the 15th of April. Otherwise, we're under lawful rebellion with no fear or penalty under the Magna Carta, Section 61. And that law still applies. It's still up there in Canberra, outside the old Parliament House. And even the old royal insignia on the Treasury building is the correct insignia, not this kangaroo court one there, with a kangaroo holding the crown. That is not the lawful one. So the police now are put on notice. We are standing for you and your families. Forget about today. Think of the future. Your family's going to be subject to communism. And that's the agenda of the UN. We became a trustee state of the UN in 1948 when they made us citizens. We are not citizens with a monarch. We are subjects of the crown, endure with the powers and protections of the crown. I'll hand it over to Teresa.
Teresa's coming online, though.
And I have a Master of Education. I'm an Australian-born teacher. What do I have in my hand? I've got documents, government documents, evidence that the politicians of the world and the globalists, like Bill Gates, created the coronavirus. They created the coronavirus since the 1970s. These documents refer to dates in the 1970s. If you put in the word coronavirus in the government, the European and World Patent site, it comes up with over 13,000 patents. 13,000 patents created by the governments of the world. The very first one they created was 1984. It's called the canine coronavirus. After that, they've been experimenting with the word coronavirus. Between 1990 and 1993, they created a coronavirus called the Universal Coronavirus Vaccine. It was created by the United States, Europe, and China. And in the 2000, from 2001, China and the Americans created the SARS coronavirus. It's not called SARS. It's called the SARS coronavirus in these government documents. Well, it's the politicians and the globalists.
It's the lawyers and the bar members.
And Bill Gates, George Soros, it's funded to promote their globalisation New World Order. Let me read for you just one thing. It says right here clearly, coronavirus. We did not consent. 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 What do they want to do? They want to force a vaccination. They want to force a mandatory global vaccination on the world. And then, after that, they want to force a global microchip of humans. You can't go to the shop without it. You can't go to the work without it. You can't travel without it. A mandatory vaccine, a microchip. It's all written in the New Testament as well, the book of Revelation. This document called coronavirus is dated August the 3rd, 2017. It was filed in 2015 by a British company called Perth Right Institute, which is in the UK.
Funded by Bill Gates.
10 grants were given to the Perth Right Institute by Bill Gates between 2013 and 2019. 10 grants. vaccination agenda, and they also want to bring in the microchip. And I'll tell you exactly what it says in this coronavirus document. Coronavirus may be used as a vaccine for treating or preventing a disease such as infectious bronchitis in a subject. There's more protests to come. On the 1st of July, we're going to come and assemble in the mall, Backstreet Mall, every city in Australia, 1st of July. Every Australian city from the 1st of July. That's what I want from you. You are the best Victorians in this state. You are the best people in Victoria. You are the greatest people in Victoria. Coming out today, you're braving. Now I'm going to say for 30 seconds, no lockdowns. And you're going to say no lockdowns after me. Ready? So I'll say no lockdowns, and then you say no lockdowns. And we'll go for about 30 seconds really loud. Ready? No lockdowns. 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 I've got copies here for people if you want them.
Now, backing up what Teresa has said, I'll see if I can work both of these. Maybe not. I don't know. Are we going to be in agreement to see genocide on the world? And Victorian, they're planning genocide. And the people watch TV are not going to get the truth. Yeah, okay. We have a gentleman here that's lived under communism, and he can speak from first hand of what it's like, and he knows that's where we're going in this country.
Okay, guys, my name is Lesher Kunz. My name is Lesher Kunz, and I've been living in the communist country for over 20 years, okay? I came here 30 years ago, and I just love this country. It's the best country in the world to live. Unfortunately, that's correct. Unfortunately, not many people realize that. Now, when we've been in the communism, we had exactly the same situation like now. We could only hear in the news propaganda from Russia. We didn't have access to info from the overseas, from the Western countries. We only could hear the radio secretly, called, it was a Free Europe radio. And whoever was caught, it was going to jail. That was coming here. The new world order means no rights for people and means communism, worldwide communism. We have to stop that, otherwise it's game over. It's game over not for me, but it will be game over for my kids and for my grandkids. I came here to fight for them.
One other thing too, the driving force of the to begin one world government, a new world order, is the UN, which we didn't vote to be part of. In 1948, the Australian government created the Citizenship Act, and in England it was in 1947 that we had to become world citizens. That's why they did that. Now when we are under a monarchy still, we had a referendum in 1999, and they were thought it was going to go in favour of this so-called republic. It didn't happen, but they set up precedents and things in place to create that, like removing the oath of allegiance. Now, right now, when a policeman wears a crown on their uniform, that crown represents a monarch. That monarch they removed. When the police don't wear a hat with the crown badge on it, they're not under the crown. They have to be in full uniform. The hat means on top of their head they're under that power, and that's when they don't wear it. They're out of uniform. I'm saying we want the police to join us. We are the people. They come out of the people.
We know that they're on our side, but the poor boys are just worried because they're going to lose their jobs. We know they're on our side. I just watched the protests from Poland. The police was crying. The police was crying because they tried to join the people. They know what's going on. Unfortunately, they're under pressure from the peers. It's ridiculous. Wake up, people. Wake up, police. Wake up, government. Enough.
Richard, are you here to do 5G? And here is Thanos. The voice that has started an absolute, what can I say, tsunami. One voice, one drips create a tsunami. Here is the one who has started this rebellion.
I'm just going to start off with saying that I'm not going to start off with the word rebellion, because we're not rebelling. We're doing what's right.
Yes.
Every single person here who's a human being, every single man or woman who is here, who is a living entity, okay, we are God's people. Every single police officer that's here to try and make a difference, understand that we're here for you too. Every single person that's here, you need to comprehend that we're doing this for a bigger cause. We're doing this because it's the right thing to do. We're not here to protest. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm not here to protest. I'm here to ask questions and have them answered. We are here to ask questions and have them answered because things don't make sense.
That's right.
Because if we get this wrong, it's not complaining to someone at the top because they're not treating us properly. It's people could die. People could start getting really, really sick. Rights will be taken away and they'll never, ever come back the way they were. This is for all the law enforcement people out there. Understand that we started speaking up for you guys too, because you have families. And you don't agree with what's going on either. And you don't understand what the government's doing at the moment because it doesn't make sense.
Nothing makes sense.
How can you say a virus is highly contagious and deadly, but in a period of 4 months or however long this thing's been around for, it's killed 95 people? Do I need to drop one more fact than that for you to think that there's something deceitful going on?
Wake up, people! Wake up!
95 people, 6,800 hospitalizations, 5,800 recoveries. And this is a life-threatening pandemic that we're losing.
He's talking about Australian numbers.
Really?
Not acceptable!
I'm not here as an advocate.
8 people in Victoria.
I'm not here to incite fear and anger. I'm here in an attitude of love because I care about people, and we actually care about people. We have nothing to gain from this whatsoever. No, I don't need stats.
We have lost our jobs.
So I'm going to run some stats by you guys because people like facts. 10,670,908 deaths from abortion. 2,807,806 deaths from starvation. 2,061,853 deaths from cancer. 1,254,997
Can you get
deaths
rid of that guy?
Yet they're still taxing them.
You're saying something.
They still tax cigarettes.
Money, I agree.
And listen, I'm not here to incite anger. We're here with an attitude of love or don't be here at all. There's enough hate in the world. 296,200.
Hey guys, look, you've just stood in front of our camera. Can you move aside, please? We're filming on the internet.
These are worldwide facts. 122,062 deaths from seasonal flu a year. 46,491 deaths from coronavirus.
That's a joke.
Yeah, doesn't make sense.
I'm not asking you to look at this group and support what we're doing. I'm asking you to ask yourself the question, because the answers that they're giving us don't make sense. The government wants to track you for what? Because 95 people died? For an app that doesn't even work? That doesn't even make sense?
Different reasons, that's why.
Because there are ulterior motives. There are scientists all across the world that have been fighting the fact that these 5G towers could be possibly dangerous. Possibly, even if there was a 5% chance of them being dangerous, they're going to be everywhere.
There's the research.
On every second street lamp, there's going to be one of these things. In every house, there's going to be one of these things. Now, I understand the 4G towers were dangerous, but they were quite big and they were far away from houses. They didn't put them every 150 metres. It's a different type of technology. And if you don't think something like that can hurt you, go and ask yourself how a microwave works. It works exactly the same way. Right? Microwaves. So why am I standing in front of you guys? Because someone had to say something. Someone had to stand up for the fact that we're getting lied to. Someone had to stand up for the fact that we're getting lied to. Right? Someone had to stand up for the fact that we're being lied to. Guys, listen, everyone is here, listen. Guys, we're here with an attitude of love. Guys, everyone listen to me. We're here with an attitude of love. We're here with an attitude of love. We're not here to spread hatred. We're not here to incite fear. We're here to ask questions as concerned human beings. Because nothing the government's doing at the moment makes sense. Absolutely nothing. Right? Nothing, your lockdown laws don't make sense.
Don't go there. Don't go there. This is organized by the government.
They're taking people.
People don't be distracted by what's going on. There's a deliberate attempt to disrupt the gathering.
Richard Carlin, can we get Richard Carlin up here, please? Richard Carlin. Craig. People, I asked my local member of the parliament if there was some kind of research
Apparently
done,
they've just arrested
what
someone.
will happen if
The
they,
police, I mean.
if they make a lockdown? What effect that's going to be on the health, on the people of health, health of the people? And guess what? There was no research. One man made the call because he thought that would be the best way. Now, every day, hundreds if not thousands of people are dying because they worry to go to hospital for health checks. Because they worry, they have a pain in the chest, they may have a heart attack, but they're not going to hospital because they worry about the coronavirus. So many people are going into some kind of, problems with the drugs, alcohol, gambling, mental problems, so many suicides. This is just ridiculous, and this government keeps going with this and is telling us that they're doing us because they want to save their lives. In fact, they're killing lots of people every day. This is just ridiculous. We have to stop that. Okay, guys, I'm just going to quickly finish with something.
Sorry, what's that, Teresa?
Hang on a minute.
You have to understand that, when all this started 8 or 9 weeks ago, whenever I decided to, start speaking out, I did it for one reason. Because police, government officials, everyone standing in front of us understand that we're all in the same boat. We're all just at risk of this tyrannical government's regime.
Yeah.
All right. We are all just as at risk of, having our rights stripped away one by one. We can't keep going like this. We saw what happened last time. Governments were allowed to control their people to the point that they were put on trains and led to the slaughter. So if you don't think that could happen here, just go and have a look through the pages of history, and history will be bound to repeat itself. There's one thing you have to understand. At the end of the day, we're all human. We all have hearts, and at the end of the day, you've got to do the right thing. Guys in blue, do the right thing, man. Choose the right side, because this time, I'm sorry, I still respect everything you're doing because you're doing your job. But at the end of the day, do the right thing.
Just for the record, we're going to make that guy in grey on the left of the video famous because he's just stood in front of us deliberately.
There's no information on 5G. PhD in electrical engineering.
Got a whole lot of signs.
Yeah, okay. We need to zoom in because it's very okay. Yeah, if you stand there, come closer. Now I can read it, but if you go further back, I can't. It's just a light format. Yeah, just stay like. Okay, I can't see a thing at the moment, Teresa, on that sign.
Ask the lady to give a few words as to why she's here with her sign. Perhaps we can get the lady to sell it.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead. Yeah.
We can't. We'll have to get closer for them to hear you. That's right.
So I'm here because we're in distress. Australia is in distress. There is an agenda, and that is Agenda 21, 2030. They're going to control everything, and this is the beginning, maybe halfway through. If we don't stop it now, we will all be living in complete oppression and slavery. This needs to stop, and this is why I'm here, because we need to put an end to this very, very nasty and evil agenda.
Okay, great. Thanks so much for sharing with us. We're going to ask a few other people. Actually, let's just go up to this lady up here. She's got a sign. I reckon there's about 400 people now at this site.
Okay, cool.
So there's more and more people coming every day. I was just wondering, care to share a few words as to why you're here and a bit about your signs with our live stream? We're going to the world.
Absolutely. As my sign says, we are not consenting to their contempt. Everything is lie and deceit. We were born in a world of slavery. The time has come to bring the dark controllers down. That's all I can say. This is beyond governments. So if people in Australia alone think this only starts and begins with ScoMo, you need to be awakened. Get on YouTubes, whatever you can. Watch the fall of the cabals, the dark controllers, Illuminatis and everything. This goes beyond. It is time for the white light to fight the dark forces. And if you think this sounds insane, well, wake up, all of you.
And do your research. You advise people.
Absolutely. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power.
Awesome. Thanks so much for sharing with us.
Now, please remember to subscribe, guys, and ring the bell to get the updates. Over to Teresa. Yeah, carry on, Teresa.
Life. Subscribe to Loving Life, and yeah. I think there's actually another protest up the road about 5G that's coming towards us.
Oh, right. Oh, that'll be interesting. So it looks like there are two protests that are moving towards each other. This one here with the New World Order and 5G.
So anyway, we'll just have a look at the sign.
I filmed it.
You got that? Just go a little bit closer. It just says,
yeah, now I can read it. Yeah.
No forced vaccine. Arrest Bill Gates. Arrest Fauci. That's the American man that's Trump looks like he's trying to get rid of him. Arrest Carol Baskin. And no 5G. We do not consent. So yeah. Sign. Oh, we'll go around. There's still some speakers going, so it's we're not going to go around that way. We'll go around. Yeah, it's not
So I'll try to get the train.
Australia is because it clearly defines us as a self-governing colony of the UK. And I won't go into the technicalities, but I'm simply wanting to say to you today that although this might look an effective demonstration of our opposition to the practices that the conglomerate of corporations acting as a cartel and forming into a government
I got it from the US patent site and the world patent site. So you have to go on the site to get. I've got interviews about it, and also I've published the documents on Facebook, so you have to go onto Facebook. But I'm going to give you this one, and you go into. I'm on an hour actually. So this lady's just asking for some documents. So go back. But if you go onto the US patent website and you put in the word coronavirus, it comes up. Yes, perfect. And you got to go back. I am the reason. Yes. Yeah. Thank you. Got a sign over here. Get this sign here. Can you see that, Scott?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, I can read it all. Yeah.
Would you like to share a few words a bit about your science and why you're here today with our live stream? No? I know, just say a few words about your science and why you're here today.
Because I'm scared about my future and my child's future and everyone else's future. I'm scared about humanity's future. Not just our freedom, not just our human, our basic freedoms, but our human rights to choose what goes in and out of our body.
You're worried about the government? It's forced vaccination?
I'm worried about this forced lifestyle, not just forced vaccine, but forced lifestyle, and which is going to affect everybody's spirituality and whether they, in the end, whether they can congregate in groups and churches. This is not a short term.
They ban people from going to church, basically destroying the Christian people as well, don't you think? And other religious.
I don't even think it's targeted any religion.
Okay. Do you think the government is being violent with what they're doing to the public?
This is a form of violence.
Yeah, government violence. Would you say that's where it comes from, or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So a few words there from the lady. Thanks very much for sharing with us. How are we going for time, Scott?
Oh, going fine. Just take your time. It's all good.
All right. Well, we're going to do a pan for you, just for our viewers to see.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Putting up still.
Wow, they're a bunch of police, aren't they?
Do you also know that they did experiments on a vaccine? They did experiments on a vaccine that actually they claimed it was to control terrorists and extremists, but it can control anyone. It targets the area of your brain that believes in spiritual things.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree. It's attacking the soul of the human being. It's attacking the soul.
So will be all robots.
Police everywhere at the top there and around. A whole bunch of them just ran off. I think they actually arrested somebody, some person, and I think a whole bunch of people ran after them to try to stop them. But anyway, it's like the Nazis, they drag people away. And it's the senior police, the people at the top with the politicians, I think, that actually instruct. They instruct them, go and do this, go and do that. But that wasn't an excuse at Nuremberg at all. There was no excuse.
By the way, Teresa.
That doesn't stand anymore.
By the way, Teresa, I have to say your no lockdown shot, I think, is going to become a bit of a it's going to go absolutely viral.
I did one of those in a speech.
Yeah.
In 2015 in Western Australia, I gave a speech and I did a big freedom chant with the public.
Yeah.
And there was about 1,000 people at that rally, so that was pretty exciting. So yeah, that's on the internet as well. That's on the internet. So.
Right.
So you can watch that one. So the people with the signs are really right up the centre up there where the speaker is. So
yeah.
it's great to interview some more people about their signs and all that sort of thing. But they're just a little bit too close to the speaker. There's a lady over here. Actually, I might ask her if she wants to talk to you about this. About your sign, we're live streaming to the world here, and also why you're here today, and a little bit about your sign. Did we get the sign there? So.
Yeah, now I see it. Yeah, stop the fear, end the lockdown. We are the 99%. Yeah, I got all that. Yeah. My body, my choice. We do not consent. Got it.
So,
my concern is vaccination. I have 4 children. I am very worried about that prospect. I think that I'm not anti-vaccination, but I am pro-choice.
Pro-choice, yeah. That parents should have the choice.
Yes, parents and everybody as individuals. I mean, the last piece of sovereignty that we all have is our body.
That's perfect for us. Do you think it's forced by the government? You don't do forced?
I think, well, I don't know, but I think it's going that way. Because now they are mandating the flu vaccine for various institutions and for people to go to work. I am also an aged care worker, and I haven't been working for a few months, but
they require you that.
I have to contemplate whether I go back or not, whether I can, because I'm not. No, I don't want to get it.
I saw recently an aged care worker in Australia had to resign because she refused to get the forced flu in the workplace. Can't go to work in certain places if you don't have it.
That's right. And a lot of people are faced with the dilemma of having to actually do it because it's obviously it comes down to money and we all need to survive. But I don't think that should be the case. They shouldn't be putting us against the wall, putting our lives like that.
And particularly your children as well. You gave birth to these children, you brought these children into the world. So that's the parental right.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Teresa, where is this lady from? She's not from Australia.
Yeah, Victorian. She's a Victorian lady.
Ah.
Who's in Melbourne today. These are all Melbourne Victorians.
I thought she said she was from overseas.
No, we're in Melbourne. She lives here with her children. So,
right, okay, cool. Yeah, I thought maybe she was an overseas worker.
I haven't been here many years. How many years have you been?
I have 25.
It's been here 25 years. There you go.
There you go. Wow. And let me ask her a question. What do you think of all the police that are hanging around?
What do you think about the police?
The police? I think they're on a bit of a power trip, to be honest.
Yeah.
Just waiting to grab someone like they just did before.
Yeah, they grabbed someone just a little while ago.
Yeah, I mean, they're just complying with, they're
following orders.
Following orders.
And how the politicians have been using the police all over the world.
Yeah, that's it.
It's all politically driven. Should we jail the politicians?
Oh, there's a few that should be there.
I think so.
The police following orders like the Nazis.
Well, the police is a very corrupt institution, I suppose.
Yeah, it's all power. They've got guns.
Yeah.
Kill with the gun and shoot it.
Well,
it's pretty cowardly, if you ask me. But and also not many women. They're quite violent. So, okay. Oh my God, there's about 100 police. There's more coming over just across
Alright, I have to attend my baby. Thank you. I've got a bit of
Teresa?
There's more of them coming.
Teresa, you got to keep that mic close to your mouth because otherwise we lose your audio.
Yeah, it's just a prop there. We don't have connection. But anyway,
The cameraman's blind. I can't see.
the cameraman can't see what's coming out. No, I'm just saying, a bit concerned about the police here actually, because more and more are coming over, and they don't need to be here. Why do the politicians use the police for free speech? Free speech.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Always done it that way. It's just disgusting. It's terrible. It's really inappropriate morally.
How many people are there now, approximately?
It's in the law to harm the public. It's really bad. The way that they use the police around this world. Yeah,
How many people are there, approximately, Teresa?
there's more and more people coming every minute. I reckon there's up about. It's got to be about 4 to 5. It's about 500 now.
Wow, look at that. Yeah, can we do a scan around?
So she had do you mind
Wow, can we go back a little bit?
You said that again?
Can we go back? Yeah, no, stop. Just go a little bit. No, stop. Little bit to your right. Are those police up there on the steps? What are they doing there?
It looks like they're just standing guard.
So the whole protest is now surrounded by police.
That's pretty
Not really
accurate.
you. I'm here for my son, 2 years old. More stuck in Tasman.
You've got police behind you on the road, and you've got police up on the top there on the stairs, surrounding the whole protest. This is incredible.
They're not surrounding it the whole protest, but they're lined up at the back.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
They closed it. I went to a contest in Melbourne on the 17th of March. They closed the border like pretty much as soon as I landed in Melbourne. And then later on they sent me a text message saying that
Did you want to tell this man?
I'm not. I'm a bit shy. Yeah.
Don't be shy. Don't be shy.
He's separated. His son is in Tasmania, so
It says this.
if they close the border, they close the domestic borders.
Yeah.
Can't get between states. I was the same. I had to get a flight 24 hours from Western Australia. I was with my family and back to Victoria. So his son is in Tasmania.
Yeah, the message says urgent with COVID-19 safety restrictions. Children's contact services is closed effective immediately. That was on the 27th of March.
Yeah.
And if you have any concerns, please contact your lawyer.
Yeah. So they've actually separated people.
That's why I didn't get a response.
They've separated people's families by this cancelling domestic flights, and you can't travel. You've got to get you can only be a government worker to get a flight, fly-in, fly-out worker, some sort of legal reason that they deem that you can fly. To be reunited with a family member is not on their list.
Right now, I've got the same legal reason as a person in jail. I can video call my son every 2 days.
It's horrifying. They're treating everyone like a criminal, basically.
Like you're in jail.
Yeah.
You know what I find extraordinary? Is that wherever you go in the world, it's the same thing. It's like someone has actually written the script that's then replayed all over the world, including places like Australia, South Africa, America, around Europe. There's someone behind this whole script, and you wonder who that person is, or that little committee is, that's completely screwed up the lives of everybody.
We know it's a small group of people. It's the globalists of the world and the political people. That's the group that's driving it. We've named a lot of them before in the other interview. We spoke about them. We've provided evidence, and they have a New World Order agenda. They have an agenda to destroy the public's freedom and rights, and they are actually actively doing that. And because people live in fear, they can believe the lies of the government. How easy for them to spew out lies through the corporate media spew lies, and half the population will believe it. The other half will do their own research and that they're lying. So that straight away they've got the public fighting against each other, because half the population will go with the government lie, and the other half will go against the government lie, and they got the public fighting against each other. It's very clever, but it's very sinister as well, you know. So,
well, I think the world is waking up.
The world is waking up, yeah, but then, like, you know, you have to take an injection to work, or a microchip to work, or a tattoo, dot tattoos that Gates.
Yeah, that's the latest thing.
You can't work.
Yeah.
You can't work yourself. You can't. You know, that's how easy they can destroy people.
Yeah.
Let's get some more of these. We're going to try to get close up of some more of these signs.
Yeah, no problems. Go ahead.
Just the police. I don't want to go near the No, I don't want to go near the police. They just arrested someone and dragged them off. Let's get a close up of some of these signs.
Yeah, sure.
And have you the recognition when the Queen moved? This is the fun to tell people. When we see the Crown on things, you've got to understand the detail.
Yeah,
the detail. Now, one other point I'll make. The government in their campaign.
Oh, where did you get that sign from?
Someone's thumb is in the way. That's better.
Sorry, that's the cameraman. He's in training.
Okay, let's see. No lockdown, tracking, distance, isolation, unsafe 5G installation. Mandatory untested vaccines, microchips, nanobots, fascism, forced pandemic, forced testing, unconstitutional treason, Australian shutdown. I do not consent. Did I get that right to the person holding the sign?
Yeah. Let's have a look at this one here.
Yeah, I can read all that too. Mockingbird Media, I like that.
There's a lot of information on this side. This lady has put a lot of effort into this side.
Does she have a comment to make?
What's that? I love vaccines. You see that Bill Gates one?
Yeah.
I love vaccines, and I have a little saying, frighten the shit out of people and they will do what they want. That's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
The other thing is, do these globalist politicians, do they vaccinate themselves and their own children? Probably not. Do they?
I doubt it.
I reckon they don't even vaccinate themselves and their own children. Total hypocrites.
I put the scripture relevant to where we are in this point of time. And if those that do nothing, and stay silent as in the scripture. Bad things happen because good men do nothing.
Do you know,
The Bible also says no one, the Bible says no one is good. Only Jesus, so I'm covered by him. That's my salvation. And that's my protection. I don't care what denomination, I don't even go to church.
We're just wandering around the crowd at the moment, guys.
the speaker is just talking about the government stopping people going to church.
Right. That's a cool sign, yeah. Not a cool T-shirt though.
Can you read that, Scott?
Yeah, I can. Yeah. Don't lock the people down. Lock criminal up. Government. COVID hoax brought to you by Satan.
Yeah, that's spot on 100%. But you know, with these signs, it's primary evidence. The beautiful thing about political signage when it's made by citizens, it's real primary evidence.
Yeah.
This is primary evidence made by Get that lady there. There's a lot of people across the road as well, standing across the road.
Right, is that outside the police cordon? There's a police cordon around the people at the Parliament steps. Interesting, isn't it? Look at the police. Look at those police on the steps. Wow.
Standing across the road too. People also standing across the road. It's going to get this sign here.
Gee, that's sus. Gee, sus is also. If you go back to a very much in a place where I want to die.
This is Melbourne, Australia, for everybody who doesn't know. Standing in front of the Parliament House in Melbourne.
What's this sign say?
Fight for your freedom and rights.
As I said, this political signage is primary evidence.
Yeah.
People come out in public like this, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yes, another.
So now I just want
It's going to be more protest. I hope bigger.
So whether they run or not, I say they do, they're inclined for it from living up. Don't think anything other than there's so much research. It's only that one. It's a big one. You have to be blatant.
My husband took me out, tried to put me out, this lady's husband and children tried to talk her out of coming today, but she can't because of her moral conscience.
Yeah. Can you put the mic nearer to her voice, her mouth? Yeah.
But I was driving along, I was just going to go to the shopping centre, and my conscience would not let me do that, and I had to come. Even though I got lost, I went around, and I'm here now. And there's going to be more protests as well, organised 1st of July, as I said, with the speech, and these guys couldn't wait, because I've been building one up for the 1st of July to get bigger number. But these guys said, oh, we can't wait, we want to do one. But yeah, go for it, organise more, as many protests as you can. Right. So actually, I'm very thankful and prayerful that the police actually have not been, I thought they might disperse this crowd, actually, with the instructions they may have been given to disperse and find everyone, and they haven't. They've taken one person away, sadly. That person was hanging around the back. There were about 15 of them representing. I think the key is to avoid them and give them literature as well, and stay out of their way, stay away from them. They start coming near people. Wait, I've got cars beeping there.
Now, Teresa, Melbourne is actually under a lockdown, isn't it? So gatherings like this are officially illegal, aren't they?
Officially illegal, but we know they're using the law.
Yeah.
So the legal argument's not valid. It's political, mate. It means nothing.
Yeah.
It's not relevant. But look at the teachings of the New Testament. That's what's valid.
Yeah.
And you know what? But the good news is, in the end, is we win in the end, and that's what we're going to talk about more in detail with the Scripture and the New Testament. Is that God, Jesus, He wins. We win in the end, but we are going to be put through hell by government throughout the world, globalists. But in the end, we win. So that good news, we have to celebrate that and teach the Scripture and the New Testament. The promise is given to us that we do win in the end.
Yeah.
Right. Even if we suffer in the process. I reckon they've been instructed to disperse the crowd, but they're not doing it.
Yeah.
there's about 100 police here.
Wow. Okay, guys, just to clarify here, there's about 500 protesters and about 100 police. And Teresa is saying that the police have already may been instructed to disperse the crowd, but the crowd is getting a bit too big for them. And as a result, they aren't doing anything.
Been answered. I think a lot of people have been praying that they back off and stay back. Maybe they're using a bit of wisdom and they're listening. But as I said, they've got to jail those politicians. They've got to get rid of them. Stop. I'm sure they get sick and tired of being used for evil purposes, surely.
Yeah, you'd think so.
Yeah, you'd think so.
Not government, a person. You claim against the person. And they have to stand before a jury of your peers.
Police did that as a group, and the public would praise them. They would praise the police, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And how easier for us to go and arrest a handful of politicians and leave the public alone. It's easier for them to go and arrest 100 politicians and harm hundreds of thousands and millions of Australians.
Yeah.
Nation, logically, look at it as a numbers game.
Teresa, can the cameraman pan the whole 360 degrees again so we can see what's happening?
Yes, certainly.
We let go of our power. It is now time for us to unite as a people, no matter what colour your skin is, no matter what colour your background is, no matter what colour your country comes from, to unite under the banner of common law, which is the only law.
Police, don't worry about that, it's social distance.
They're not practicing social distance.
Is the law of the sea, maritime law. SEE, the Vatican law. It's all contract law. So there's our common law and there's contract law. Don't contract. Simple as that. If you want more information, there are people around from the common law court here, or come and see myself. If you give us your email, we will send you information on how to set yourself free from the draconian system.
Thank you! Thank you!
Just to other guys, I just want to draw your attention to the corruption of the stay-at-home directions, what the police are finding people over and trying to restrict you over. It is a null and void document. The reason it's a null and void document is it doesn't pass the maximums of law. When a document contains conflicting information, especially a legal one, which the stay-at-home directions does, is null and void and not enforceable. Plus also directions do not override the Constitution. We have a Constitution in this country, so tyrants will not get into law like Daniel Andrews. Tyrants cannot get into law and just write whatever they like, especially these laws, this new Playboy Omnibus. Did you realise the Playboy Omnibus that Daniel Andrews is enforced on us goes through the end of October? Did you know that? He's under more investigation. He's guilty. Oh, now, just back to that. He is a traitor. Just back to that. That is not a lawful document. Do not get intimidated by the media. All the message that Daniel Andrews sends you. Daniel Andrews is guilty of breaching Section 2.2 of the Australian...
For those who've just joined us, this is happening live in Melbourne, Australia. I just said this is happening live in Melbourne, Australia. Go ahead, Teresa.
Just talking about Daniel Andrews. They have to be jailed. Who the hell are these people? They're not elected. They've been rigged elections. I reckon at least a decade in Australia. They have self-appointed people. They're not elected. They've got different numbers going up. They have to. There was a massive wave of massive wave of new parties, 12 new parties in the last federal election, army of independents, and they reckon they... I reckon they're putting prefix numbers in the contingents and elections, Liberal, Labor, and the Greens. They have to have
Yeah.
people like that, they're criminals.
This state. We are not playing for lawlessness. We need law. We need law and order. The fair law and order. Not more tyrants. Exactly. So, what now? What's the next step? This is the first of many. The first step is to get Daniel Andrews arrested and held accountable. We need protection and a strong Daniel Andrews. That's the first step. Also, I implore you, Daniel Andrews has stopped inserting your mothers in a nursing care facility today, unless you've got a vaccination. Disgraceful. So what's the next step? Okay, we have to start waking people up, your friends that laugh at you. Alert them to these facts. Show them links to things. Who are they going to trust? You, the people who love you, love them, or the lying media? The choice is pretty clear, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Don't forget, it's a fun. I love all you guys, and we are passionate people. Thank you so much for turning up today and lending your voice, but this is just the beginning.
For the regular channel, keep your eyes on those main ones because we are taking action. We have an application already. We've got it here. I'm just not working how many people to sign it. Antonio and Daniel Andrews with the grand jury charge of treason. We have the document there. You only have to put your name to it. It's already filed in the court, and the courts have suppressed this being prosecuted. And as a result, when they do that, they're concealing it. And that is called misprision of treason. Get used to that word. Even when the police do this like now, and when they do nothing, the job, even in the section 80.1 of the Criminal Code Act, it says to report treason to a constable. Even a commissioner is a constable. So they hear, I've been to the police station many times and given them documents, and they say, what am I going to do? I've done my job in law. I've reported this. So now you have to do it because they're following their orders from higher up, and it's beyond police command. There is something else much deeper. So we need to kind of walk up the stations, not just on your own, get information, it's all out there, and to get to the normal channels on Facebook, and get that knowledge and go in and make the police do their job. We're not against the police, we want them to do their job.
Thank you, Jim. My name's Mark. I was born in the Royal Women's Hospital down here. We've moved. That's what I'm disgusted with what's happened to my town. A lot of us were born here. A lot of us have to put up with some stuff through history, but this has got to be the last, doesn't it? This has to be the final time we stand up. My name is Mark. I'm a living, breathing human. I want you to suddenly shout out your own Christian name. 1, 2, 3. Repeat after me. I am a living, breathing human. I just want you to know, greater is he who is in you than he who is in the world. God will protect us from any pandemic. Not a friggin' Bluetooth app. So, my mate friends with me. Just the other day, 3 days ago, he said, Mark, write me a song. So I'm going to do a song. We need to chill out. Right? And this is something God gave me 3 days ago. It's called Land. The time is at hand. Our time is at hand, people. No more mucking around. This is God's country. And I'm telling you right now, we are the Judeo-Christian law in reality, and we live by that, don't we? This is that song. This is for you. I do it for the love from my heart, but also love from God. Okay. Sorry, I'm excited.
There it is. Watch it, watch
This is live footage, guys, so if it's a bit rough at times, it's live. I can't help that. It's the internet. This is Melbourne, Australia, and they are standing on the steps of the state parliament. You can see the police are too. Apparently one person has been arrested, but no one else.
Nice song going on here. Let's see what the police don't look happy. They just don't even look happy.
Yeah. And please remember to subscribe, guys. We have live streams every night on this channel and a huge amount of videos, so please remember to subscribe. Yeah, Hazelman, it's my 7th day in the hunger strike, and tomorrow I'll enter my 2nd week. Thanks, Mr. Reith. I really appreciate that. We try and give you good entertainment and give you the truth about what's happening around the world. And happy Mother's Day to everybody. Yes.
There's about 20 of them together. Get ready to do something. All right, we're going to get out.
Oh, the police. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. The police are coming in. What are they doing here? They grabbed someone. This is bloody Australia, not South Africa. Look at all those police carrying one person. That's ridiculous.
Fuck, is that even legal?
Oh my gosh, I never thought I'd see this in Australia.
We are not your enemy.
Wow, look at this, guys. I can't believe this. They're pulling people out of the crowd. Who did they arrest, Teresa? Who did the police arrest, Teresa? Do we know?
The language speaking.
Oh, look at that big police van that's just driving past. Huge. Two of them. Look at these big police vans coming in, guys. This is wow. Look at this.
That could be quickly.
Teresa, they obviously want to arrest a lot of people. Look at the size of those buses.
Yeah, I think that's the reason. That's the safety reason.
This is crazy. Now, I think, Mr. Wraith, what comes next is the arrests. I think they're going to start pulling people out of the crowd.
No, we're going to finish that. I saw the guy that got. I don't know his name, but he had I think when he said that, they started looking. Yeah, blood comes out.
But I saw that there was a couple of policemen that came around and he said there was something going on. So they targeted.
Teresa, your mic is a bit faulty. You need to have it right in front of your mouth. Oh, they're going for someone else now, are they? Look at this, they're going back up there again.
They're taking up their positions again.
So apparently they were arrested.
Look at all the police now. Wow.
What are you excited of?
I think they're going to hit their targets and they're not moving back.
This is extraordinary. I've never seen this happen in Australia.
Someone's been trying to get a close.
See how the police have corralled them from the road?
And that right grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may bear their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. God's word is true. If you look at it, you'll see it now. God's revealing His word right now in this time, and it's a light in the darkness. And that's why I'm able to do what I do now, and what God's allowed me to do. It's not by my strength. It's not by might or by power, but by my spirit, says the Lord. I'll get back to front. I've got one more thing to add. And this is what created me to go on this journey. When I was 10 years old, my dad...
Can we listen to this, Teresa?
And he said to me, I want you to listen to this. There's going to come a day...
Here's the final speech.
Let's listen.
He goes, I want you to make me a promise. You will not accept that bit of technology. And I said, Dad, what are you talking about? That doesn't make sense. What are you talking about? He goes, listen to my words. I made my dad a promise when I was 10 years old. So I'm going to read one thing. And this was written hundreds of years ago. Actually, I wonder because I put a few things on here. Yeah. Okay, so I want you to listen to this. And He causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand.
Oh my gosh, here come the police again. They've caught someone else. Oh, look at this. This is crazy. Oh my God, what's happened to Australia? Oh no.
What is the crime? He's what you signed up for. You're fucking ashamed of yourself.
You see how most of the police have got dark glasses on so they can't be identified.
Doing nothing to anybody! Unlawful arrest! Unlawful!
This is happening live right now in Victoria, Melbourne, the city of Melbourne, in front of the state parliament.
Guys, watch the stairs, please.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, why did you cross the other side of the road, Teresa?
It's getting too dangerous. We're getting out of here.
Yeah, cross to the other side of the road.
Can't afford to get locked up.
Yeah, just go to the other side of the road.
We're out of here.
Okay.
Out of here.
Okay. Can you film back to what's going on the steps?
Yeah, we'll film it from across the road.
Okay, good idea.
Come on.
Wow.
It's getting too dangerous. The police are up there. They're targeting people who've been speaking and blah, blah, blah. And
Yeah. And you were one of the speakers.
And I'm not going to get arrested because I'll end up dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, look.
Okay, so we're looking back at the scene there in the background. Yeah, I can see it now.
They're just dragging people away. Can you see?
Yeah.
They've been instructed to drag people away.
Wow. And look at the big buses they've got there.
Yeah, the big bus. Look at the police buses.
Yeah.
It's just like the Nazis. They're doing what the Nazis did.
They're heading, isn't it?
Well, they're already doing it. They murdered the Aboriginal people, didn't they? Where are they?
Yeah. I need the camera a bit higher. That's better.
There's people across the road. There's big police buses here now. They've been instructed to disperse this group, and they're arresting people that have been speaking. I'm not getting arrested because I'll end up dead. They'll end up killing me, I reckon.
Yeah.
That's what they do. They just get rid of you.
You just be safe, Teresa.
Yeah. So, because I saw them, they were standing up the back, and they were pretty. The police were peaceful, but then they got on the phone when they were at the back. They got on the phone and they get instructed from above, and that's the ones that need to be arrested and jailed. They have to jail the people at the top.
So they actually tell them who to arrest.
Yeah, all that.
It was.
No, they.
Did you lose it?
Yeah, that's better. That's good.
Oh, yeah, sorry. What's happened?
That's good. I can see the full screen now.
The police, the senior police at the top instructed them. They're the ones that have to be jailed, and the politicians.
But what distresses me is this is Australia. It's not South Africa.
This is a case of following orders from the top. They got on the phone and they're instructed to do those ones at the top instructed them. You at the top and the top politicians, they have to be jailed.
Teresa, I have a problem with your mic. I can hardly hear you. Teresa, I have a problem with your microphone. I can hardly hear the mic.
There's a lot of background noise. You've got to get close to the microphone.
Noise, but, they're just acting like that. They're instructed to do it from the top. I saw them, they got on the phone and had like they were dispersed around the rest of the
Yeah.
They have to jail the ones at the top. It's fucking how brainless and stupid like Nazi does just to take orders to destroy the public. I mean, it's so obvious what they're doing.
It was reciting from the Bible when they arrested him, and someone just said, when he mentioned the mark of the beast.
Well, that's it. They're satanic government workers, and they're destroying the public. Look at all the Aboriginal people.
Well, you can see they're lining up for the next victim.
They got the big buses here, and they got the Nazis up the top taking orders from the top. Arrest someone, arrest someone, first crowd. Some of the organisers, Craig Paul was one of the organisers. He's got arrested. No, they're just talking and organising. Huh? That's what they do. They organise. They'll arrest him. Craig Paul had blood all over his head too. Other guy told me. They grab him, smash him on the ground. 15 jump on them, and then comes up with blood on his head.
Wow.
Oh, pedophile! Yeah. Who are they?
Talk to her. She's got a group behind her.
See, a lot of these police, they've got family members and stuff, but they're related to the politicians. They're all related.
Yeah.
This is what they do. They make millions, hundreds of millions of power and money, and they use as much violence as they want. They use the law for violence and public money. They're just really criminals, and the public is 99% of the population. The public is 99% of the population, but the government is 1%. So we have to unite and have them jailed.
Yeah.
They use the gun and they use the needle to destroy the public, to actually kill and they steal.
Teresa, you need to hold the mic right up to your mouth because we're losing your audio.
What's that, Scott?
You need to hold the mic right up to your mouth because we can't hear you otherwise. It needs to be literally, you need to literally be biting it.
It's just a prop.
Yeah.
There's a lot of background.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's difficult. Do you think we should wrap it up now? I think we've got the picture.
I think let's Why don't you come and stand by the cameraman and let's just film what's happening up there on the back? So it looks like they're going to go in for another person. This is...
You want us to go back over there?
No, stay there, but just move to the side so we can see the scene. Yeah, that's it, just like that. Just for another 10 minutes. Let's see what they do.
Yeah, it looks like people are leaving now anyway.
Yeah. Oh, look at them. Yeah, lots of people leaving.
Something I want to say very importantly, actually, this was only organised a week ago. We had 400 to 500 people from a week organisation, which is fantastic. We've been promoting the 1st of July now, 1st of July protest in Melbourne and every Australian capital city for a couple of weeks. This one today has just been organised in the last week, so this is like a snap protest organised. So if we can get 4 or 5, we want big numbers. We want thousands. We want 10,000 people in Burke Street on the 1st of July. That's what we want.
Yeah. Okay.
We want to try and get 1 million Australians in every capital city from the 1st of July.
They ought to be all over the national news after that.
Of course. Well, where's the corporate media people? They're not.
You're talking about the fake news. Good luck with that. There's a famous Melbourne tram. 2 of them going past.
Yeah.
It's a great public service, that Melbourne tram.
Oh, they're rushing off again.
Are they?
No, they're going to grab someone. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, they're going to disperse the crowd.
Yeah.
Wait. They're surrounded.
Oh wow! Look at that. Just film this, please, guys. Film this.
Pick on someone and they grab him. Let's get out of here.
No, Teresa, you're okay. You're out of it.
All right. I spoke.
Would have been better.
The speakers. They'll go after the speakers.
Yeah, but you're not there.
Yeah, but there's like 100 kids here.
Wow, so they've just arrested someone else, have they?
I'm wrapping up now. I'm going to go down.
You go down.
Down there, 100 meters. I'll meet you at the mall. Where's the tram?
Okay, guys, we're wrapping up now. Teresa's got to go because she's concerned about being arrested because she was a speaker. But what you're seeing here in Melbourne is quite extraordinary. I've never seen anything like this before in Australia.
Finish having one, Scott, because I'm out of here.
Okay.
Wait. Keep an eye on me from the distance. Just watch me from the distance.
Please remember to subscribe to be kept informed. The Loving Life channel is never dull. Wow, look how that crowd is dispersed. Hazeman, look, if Teresa feels concerned about her safety, we'll shut down the channel, obviously, if they're going. But they're now on the other side of the road. That's why you're seeing these trams the whole time. But look, it doesn't look good over there. They're arresting people. Who knows what the heck is going on? This is on the steps of the Victorian Parliament in Australia, the city of Melbourne. Okay, we don't have much audio happening here, guys, but you can see how the police are, and you see the crowds just getting out of there. I reckon the protest is over, but the intimidation by the police has been quite extraordinary.
Hmm.
Right, guys, shall we wrap up this live stream and we'll catch up again soon.
If you've got enough, then want to wrap it up?
Yeah, let's wrap it up because it looks like everybody's leaving and there's, we've seen what the police are doing. Oh, hang on, they're all going around the. Are the police going around the back again? Are they?
Yeah, that's where they all have a formation and stay there until they give the order.
Let's just watch that from here.
Every so often they're given an order to arrest someone.
Yeah, let's just go and see who the next person is going to be.
Mm.
You can see the police lining up on the back of the stairs there. Wow.
Yeah. And I have to be careful not to be one of them, or else I'll lose all the footage. They'll take the phone.
Oh, look! It's on the internet. It's on my YouTube channel. You won't lose anything.
No, the other thing is I've got a hernia, so I can't afford to be roughed up. I don't mind. It's a medical situation I'm in.
Yeah. Well, their concentration right now is up on the stairs, so I think you're pretty safe. After the next arrest, let's call it a wrap, okay?
Yeah. Are you happy with me here? You don't need me to get over there again?
No, stay where you are. That's fine. Just stay where you are. We can get a picture. Most of the protesters have left. They obviously got their eyes on someone.
Someone
on the stairs.
No, just there.
Yeah, no, just keep on the stairs. Keep camming the stairs for me.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, just stay there. Right. Oh, is that someone being arrested? No.
Some of the people are yelling at the police.
Right. So they're going to be arrested next.
Well,
wow. Well, thank you so much for this incredible raw footage. It's been fantastic.
Mm. Do you know why possibly they picked the ones they arrested?
Because they're the heavy ones.
Yeah.
Right? They're the ones that got
I know one was the organizer, but they didn't get in first. First they got, because the first one spoke up against Daniel Andrews. Yeah, I think it's what they did first.
Tell us what Daniel Andrews is all about, guys. What is Daniel Andrews all about?
What?
Reynolds.
What?
Reynolds is the leader of this.
Yeah. Fenos, yeah, the leader, but Daniel Andrews, the politician, what's he all about?
I don't know.
No?
I don't.
Yeah. You're just here supporting. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Alrighty. Just go back to the stairs where the police are. That's better. Yeah, run there, yeah. So now the police totally outnumber the people left.
At the moment, it looks like it, yeah.
Wow. I wouldn't be sticking around there, that's for sure.
No.
Okay. Thank you so much, buddy. I'm going to shut down this live stream now because clearly people are leaving and the protest is over. And the intimidation by the police is self-evident. Remember, this is happening in Australia. This is not South Africa. This is in Melbourne, which is in the state of Victoria, on the east coast of Australia, on the southern side. And you can see the police right now walking. They're probably going to arrest someone else. That's what they do. They go into a little huddle and then they go and arrest someone. Or maybe they've decided no more people to arrest.
I think this time they're actually leaving.
You think the police are leaving?
Yeah, because their technique was to come down and surround and then arrest. Now they've actually walked off. Did you get that down the sidewalk there?
Yeah, well, they've intimidated people enough. They've all left, haven't they?
Yeah.
All right. Guys, look, we've been running for, let's see, about 2 hours, over 2 hours. We try and give you real fresh news, and you've just seen it right here on the streets of Melbourne, Australia. There goes one of the big police vans. And don't forget, 8 p.m. tonight, Johannesburg time. This is South African Johannesburg time. I'm going to be talking to the beekeeper. And we're going to be talking about the incredible danger when it comes to food security. There's another police van. Wow, they've got a lot of them around, haven't they? Wow. Never seen anything like this before in Australia. Alright guys, I'll see you tonight 8 p.m. Johannesburg time on the main Loving Life channel. And thank you so much to our cameraman. You've done a fantastic job, buddy.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, bye for now.
Right.